We've seen that a reducer is a simple function that initializes the state by returning a value, in this case an object with value 1, 2, 3, but it can also manage the update of this state by receiving actions that we'll dispatch in our application and updating the state accordingly. In previous versions of NGDIX and the original Redux pattern, this was managed using a switch case, but having well-typed type-safe code wasn't easy and was a bit cumbersome, especially for typing actions. That's why NGDX utilities like createReducer and createAction come into play. Let's now analyze createReducer. This createReducer function takes n params, first being the initial state value, then the actions to handle. This initial value is an object with value 1, 2, 3, and createReducer replaces our old reducer, which we can now delete. However, we often create an external constant called initial state to hold this initial value rather than inserting it inline. We replace the inline value with initial state. The main advantage is that we can now properly type initial state, for example, by creating a counter state type and defining its structure as a value property of type number. We use counter state to type initial state, and from now on our reducer must always have an initial state of type counter state. But more importantly, you'll see in the next steps that when we handle actions, these actions will lead to state updates, and the state we return must always be of type counter state.